of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, B.A., but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
And to look at the starters for the Knicks, we've got OG Anunoby. Mikal Bridges is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Robinson in at the 5 down low.
Giving the crowd what they want. Westbrook leaps for the dunk with reckless abandon.
Here's Sacramento now. Outside Achua. Pass to DeRozan. Shoots over Anunoby. It's hauled in by Robinson. Now Brunson. Last game, 26 points for him. Three-pointer. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Yeah, a dead-eye shooter. Don't expect Brunson to miss many of those.
And really, the heartbeat of this Knicks team is Jalen Brunson, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., the lifeblood, both on the court and his willingness to take less on his contract, giving them the leeway to enhance their talent.
Here's Bridges, after the Kings picked up a basket a moment ago. Shot clock at 5. Back to Towns. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by Sacramento. Coming into this, having notched to win against the Lakers in their last game.
They were lights out from beyond the arc, and they spaced the floor beautifully in that one.
Tough to keep the consistency from deep, but they did it last time.
Now here's LaVine. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Lakers.
You can see the work LaVine has put in on his three-point shot. He is now a legit threat from deep.
Outside Anunoby. Back to Brunson. Oh, Westbrook with a block.
What a denial. Westbrook getting there with superb timing.
Pass to LaVine. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. LaVine's got 5.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Jalen Brunson is the engine that makes this team go, and he has sacrificed so that the Knicks could surround him with talent. He said, winning trumps everything that I do individually. I'll do my part to help this team try to get a championship. It's all about the journey, and I'm happy to be a part of it. Guys?
Putting the team first. Thanks a lot, Allie. And so here's Sacramento. After New York picked up the 3 with their last shot. Westbrook finds Achua. DeRozan outside. And the Kings with another 3.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Brunson passes to Robinson. Outside Brunson. Three-pointer off the mark. The Kings lead by 6. Pass to LaVine. Westbrook right side. Achua with a screen on Brunson. For 3, Westbrook. The Knicks pull it in. Coming off a win against the Blazers.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
Coaches love that kind of showing offensively, especially on the road.
And there's Towns on the assist from Brunson.
Nice positioning and footwork on point. And Towns so smooth down there inside.
Pass to Achua. Here's DeRozan. Back to Achua. Now here's Westbrook. Over Brunson. Westbrook with the miss. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside Brunson. Towns outside. Puts up a 3. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day. DeRozan looks it over. And that's not gonna go. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Sacramento on top, up by 4. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And guys, for the Kings, what jumps out at you stat-wise?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
On the court right now for the Knicks, Gershon Yabusele out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Miles McBride, and it's Kolek in at the point. Now here's Levine. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Well, I'm wondering, RJ, do you think we'll see a Zach LaVine highlight dunk tonight?
Yeah, B.A., most nights we normally do. Something else also, I've come to expect shooting sprees from Zach. This man can rattle off 3 and 4 and a quarter like it's nothing.
Drains the triple.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
Here's Levine. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Levine's got 7.
This is how Levine operates. He hunts down shots and then fully commits to his selection.
Here's Kolek, yet to see a basket. Yabusele, a screen on Schroeder. Fires from deep. And again, New York with the triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Kings making a switch here. DeRozan is checked in. New York also changing it up. OG Anunoby's checked in for Yabusele. Mikal Bridges comes in for Clarkson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Kolek. Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Here's DeRozan. And Anunoby pulls it down. Knicks leading by 3. You know, RJ, the roster for the Kings shifting since last season's trade deadline, but still plenty of talent.
Yeah, in particular, the Fox for Levine trade has them stocked with wings. And if you look at the NBA Finals, both teams were loaded.
Now here's Monk. 26 points for him last game against the Lakers.
Putting others before himself, racking up assists. Hey, I wished I played with more guys like him.
DeRozan passes to Levine. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. Eubanks. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
Well, most NBA teams run their offense through their star player. But, Grant, that can leave a team vulnerable when that player has an off night.
You know, in a strange way, it's almost better if your star is out of the game. I know that sounds weird, but those complementary players get increased opportunities and are emboldened to do more. 12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Westbrook. The pass to DeRozan. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Pass to Brunson. Fires the three. Yes, sir! Brunson for three.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
And Levine has got the ball here for the Kings. 6-point game. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Pass to McBride. Outside Brunson. Anunoby passes to McBride. Towns on a screen. Let's go with a three. McBride can't get it to go. Sacramento has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. And here's Levine. There's a screen. The three. Towns with a rebound.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
Cat playing big. Oh, my.
And that's the kind of physicality you want to see from Cat, using his size down low.
Here's Levine for three. Ooh, Levine with another miss.
And if they want to mount a comeback here, they need him to get going. It's just that simple.
And it's powered home by Towns.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And timeout called by Doug Christie. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Achua's checked in for Sacramento. Malik Monk comes in for Levine. New York also changing it up. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Towns. And it's Yabusele in for McBride. And we've got 28 seconds left in the first half of this one. Outside Achua, pass to DeRozan. Shot clock at 6. To stop the drought, DeRozan gets inside and scores.
Double D has that soft touch, and it serves him well on that interior.
Robinson, a screen on Monk. Here's Brunson, hounded by Westbrook. That one no good. And so it's New York, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. They've been very effective from the three-point line. That's the key for them so far. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Carl, you were able to build the lead, but what's the key to maintaining it or even increasing it going forward?
I mean, don't change what we're doing. Just stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
Consistency is a beautiful thing. Thanks, Carl.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
And that game against the Warriors, they have to be feeling pretty confident. Good teams win the games they're supposed to. We'll find out how good they are.
You can beat a team and still not be a good team. I want to see how they play.
And now, guys, let's look back at the first half of our game. Jalen Brunson has been fantastic.
He's been very, very good in the first half. I like his aggressiveness mindset, the shot selection. He's got it working.
And as good as he's been so far, we know he can shift into a higher gear.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Here's Bridges. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. The vet pair on the wings with Levine at the 2, DeRozan at the 3. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then there's Precious Achiuwa. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Towns on a screen. Brunson misses.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
All right, Greg, can you talk about what Jalen Brunson has brought to the Knicks?
You know, B.A., he's made them relevant again. New York can be a demanding place to play with the expectations and the media. But he's taken the bull by the horns and had immediate success.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The Knicks are able to play 5 out, and Josh Hart told me they surrounded Jalen Brunson with guys who can shoot, guys that command attention. He's able to expose that, scoring the ball and being unselfish. The court is wide open. Brian?
Tons of spacing. Allie, thanks for the report.
You look at the career of DeRozan. Here's a guy who has learned how to move the ball. Speaks to DeMar's commitment to getting better.
Back to Brunson. Excellent D there from Westbrook.
Well, despite some uneven shooting for them, they're still out in front.
Shot by Levine, no good.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
And so here's Sacramento after the basket by New York on the other end. Anunoby against DeRozan. Beyond the arc. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting one of the past 4 shots to fall.
Anunoby against DeRozan. Anunoby passes to Robinson. Just 5 on the clock. Bridges misses.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Outside Levine. The 3 is up. And they recover it. Sacramento again missing.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Malik Monk's checked in for Sacramento. McBride, he's checked in for New York. New York leading by 10. And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Greg, until recently.
No doubt, B.A., and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent.
Here's Monk after the basket by New York. Pass to DeRozan. The 3 is up. Pure from 3-point range. DeRozan's got 8 points.
After sinking 1 triple in the first quarter, he nails another one in the second quarter. He's got it going on.
Brunson passes to Towns. Towns getting it done under the hoop.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Both teams will make substitutions. A moment here to see the numbers for Karl Anthony Towns. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Schroeder passes to DeRozan. Now Monk. Back to DeRozan. Monk, a screen on Anunoby. Unloads from 13. No good, off the front rim.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
A nice shot by McBride.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Brunson against Schroeder. Banked it in off the glass.
In the NBA, you let anyone shoot inside 5 feet, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage.
Brunson looks it over. Yabusele finds Brunson. Yabusele a screen on Schroeder. Here's Brunson. Back to Yabusele. 5 to shoot. Pass to Bridges. Anunoby for 3. Called in by the Kings. Right side Schroeder. And here's Monk. McBride covers. Outside Monk. Back to Schroeder. And no good. Some solid defense from Brunson. It's Bridges on the wing. No good on the 3. And so it's the New York Knicks closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. We'll be right back with you shortly. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
And the ability to drop your jaw with the pass is something you rarely see in this league. What a talent he is.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. They've got Gershon Yabusele. He's out there with Jordan Clarkson. Miles McBride is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Kolek in at the 1. Knicks leading by 11. Pass to Yabusele. Eubanks brings the double. Clarkson outside. Lets the 3 fly. No good there. And so it's Monk who brings up the ball for the Sacramento Kings. Now Schroeder. Back to Monk. Here's Clifford. Sacramento passing it around. Eubanks the screen. And here's Schroeder outside. Knocks down the long J.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
And it's Mike Brown calling timeout here. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan.
It's the Sacramento Kings Street Team.
DeRozan's checked in for Eubanks. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Mike Brown was just reviewing the plan with his team. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. Towns with the ball. Picked up by DeRozan. And so the ball out of bounds. DeRozan touched it last. On defense, Sacramento. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Pass to Diawara. Now Clarkson. Here's the three. Hits the trifecta. And the Knicks lead by 11.
The three-point shot of Clarkson runs hot and cold. But boy, when it's on, Jordan's so difficult to stop.
Now here's DeRozan. For DeRozan.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
With a teardrop.
He'll challenge any defender. Brunson going right after it inside.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for New York.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes. Spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And also the number of points they've scored in the paint has been impressive. This coaching staff encouraging them to keep going inside.
The first free throw is good.
And each year, Brunson seems to get better. And that's a testament to his impressive work ethic and drive.
He does not get the second one.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Now Westbrook. Robinson defending. He gets it to go.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Outside Brunson. Leading into the contact. Brunson with the finish inside.
And you know, he might not be the biggest guard, but Brunson has a dense frame. He has no problem going through contact.
DeRozan. Oh, he misses the layup.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Takes a three. Towns. Oh, Towns with the hustle play.
Yeah, at 6'11", 250 pounds. Towns is such a tough guy to keep off the glass.
Anunoby against DeRozan.
Man, the defender really went after him.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for two. Precious.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And, of course, you won a ring with the Cavs in 2016, Richard. Talk about the challenge of winning a title.
In a lot of ways, it just comes down to will and grit. The playoffs are an extra 2 months of intense basketball. The team that wins it all normally has the most help and motivation.
Now here's DeRozan. Oh, Robinson with a block. There's a minute 17 left in the fourth. Towns down low. DeRozan on him.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Knicks.
And they got a huge boost from their reserves tonight.
Yeah, the point differential between the two benches was a deciding factor in this game.
And so hard work pays off with their 26th win of the year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Karl Anthony Towns.
I think his biggest contribution may have been on the boards. He kept plays alive and denied second chances.
Trailing by 13. DeRozan. Oh, sick crossover and the bucket.
Oh, wow. What a move from DeRozan. That's just not fair.
New York has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Now Anunoby. Outside Bridges. Beyond the arc. That misses. DeRozan against Bridges. Puts it up from 17. Towns rips down the board. Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
BA, all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap.
And it's Westbrook with the ball for the Kings. Anunoby there for the rebound. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
So it's the Knicks taking care of business in this one. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
All right, to Allie LaForce with our player of the game.
All right, and with Karl Anthony Towns, Karl, congratulations on the victory. What was key in getting the win here tonight?
We played like we wanted it more. You know, we came out here and we just did a lot of great defensive stops. It wasn't offensive. It was more defensive. We did a great job. We got those 50-50 balls, put us in a nice position.
We could see and feel that desperation. Congrats on the win.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.